All right, everyone, recording is back on. This is Turn Your Show into Cash, and this is the co-op collaborative co-op marketing segment. And now we're going to go to our cast members and do some laser coaching, get some questions, and hear about the ways they're actually implementing this in their TV show. So I'm going to go full screen here, and let's see. Who is ready to start sharing what they've done with the co-op collaborative? Okay, let's see. We have people missing. Where? Are you hiding, Barbara? And there we go. Nabi's hiding on the other end. With I tell you, we have a beautiful crew, don't we? I tell you. Oh, just for that, I'm going to pick you, Nabi. Oh, Barbara, you're next. Okay. I love it. Oh, you guys are so much fun. Let me see. Where did Nabi go? Let's see. Where? There you are. Okay, you are on.
Okay, so I love everything about getting collaborative partners and everything like that on, because I think that it just diversifies your audience as well, and gives you so much more reach. But if you're going to be doing this for money, if you're going out to do this as an interview style type of thing, would you charge people for doing that?
Well, this is where you don't just tell people, hey, I'm gonna, I'll come and do the interview and I'll charge you for it. People do it. I mean, this service is offered. This is, that if you want to do that as a service. I am not recommending you do that. What I'm recommending you do is once you identify your co-op collaborative, these are the industries that you actually want to work with. People, your clients need that service. And then you identify people within those industries that you want to work with, approach them and say, look, I want to interview you for my show. I think, it will be a great interview. Are you interested? And they say yes, they say no. If they say yes, and, 99% of the time, they're all going to say yes. And talk with them, find out a little bit more about them, find out how they're promoting, what they're doing, and let them know that one of the things you're doing, one of the ways you're actually promoting the show is with co-op marketing. This is where, you're actually, everybody's chipping in, so you get more exposure. And this is actually common practice. You get a lot of co-sponsorship segments that you see on television, where you get, let's say, I don't know, a restaurant and a car dealership getting together, where you see the car driving to the fast food restaurant. The car that you see the logo on the car, the make of the car, they're actually chipping in to pay for that commercial. So okay. There's a lot of it. There's a lot, and I'm not going to go into a lot of details, but it's being done every day. And some of them are very blatant about it. They get together three different companies, and they produce a commercial together. So this is not uncommon. So you can actually, if you see somebody that you really want to work with, you want to promote them, then you ask them if they want to participate in your co-op marketing. And they said, look, if you want to do that, I will actually just give you the whole sponsorship package. We're only chipping in, like 5 or 6 of us are chipping in at $500 or $1,000, but we're doing a whole sponsorship package. And you can actually say, this sponsorship package is my $5,000 sponsorship package, but because I want to work with you, refer clients back and forth, I just want to market together. So do you want to chip in to market together? So you don't approach them saying, I want to, pay me to interview you. That makes sense?
Yeah, absolutely. So, I mean, one of the things you're talking about is obviously product placement. And the other thing from my perspective is I'll predominantly, to my knowledge at this stage, be working with financial planners, mortgage brokers, home lenders, insurance people. So it's they'll be more than happy, I would say, to jump on and promote themselves. The good thing is I can do this globally, so I'm not going to be stuck with just people locally.
Absolutely. Now, this, I want you guys to understand, if you have any hesitation about approaching people, think about how difficult it is to produce a video for most people. It's not just the actual turning on the camera part. It's that the mental aspect of it, of producing a TV show and then knowing what to do with it afterwards. So by you approaching somebody and say, hey, I have a TV show, I want to promote you to my people. I'm going to be marketing my show. I want you to be a guest expert. Remember, you can put anything you want in your package. You can make him your guest co-host if this is somebody you want to work closely with. And now they become part of your team. You don't approach them, just to do an interview. If it's somebody that you want to have as part of your team, these are the core people. These are the investors that you're looking for, who understand you, who like you, and understand what you're doing. They believe in what you're doing. And you just basically, again, you're not charging them. You're inviting them to participate in your marketing campaign, and you're going to be marketing them. You're going to be creating videos with them. You're going to be using them in your, let's say, Facebook ads or wherever ads that you're doing. So the little bit of money that they're investing, the $500, they can't do anything with $500. Nothing. I mean, you can't even buy an iPhone with $500. They can't do anything with it. So you're saying, I'm going to promote you, and now I'm going to produce the video, and I'm going to market you. And I'm going to send you clients. I'm going to make sure they watch you, and they're going to watch the interview, and I'm going to send them over to you. And we're going to create 30-second commercials that I can actually use on my other shows. I'll put your logo on my website. This is like thousands of dollars worth. And the other thing that I want you to really understand is that people understand the perception of a sponsor. We know that companies pay hundreds of thousands of dollars and millions of dollars to be a sponsor of a show. So this is a high value offer that you're putting in front of them. So they're not going to feel like you're charging them. It's an opportunity for them to participate in the co-op marketing. You guys, I hope you guys understand this. You have to know yourself. You have to totally believe yourself that this is an opportunity you're offering. You're doing them a favor. They're not doing you a favor.
Yeah, get that. Yep, that's good. Thank you.
Oh, you're welcome. Okay, so let's see. Barbara, I did promise you're going to be next. So you... hold on a second. Let me get you. You tried. That's what you get for trying to hide.
I was following the leader.
Oh, I see. And so see what happened, right? The leader came in first, and the follower came in second.
Oh my gosh. All right. So having done a television show, I think that the hardest part about on the sales side was everybody always wants to know what the distribution is. They always want to know how big of an audience is it, and that kind of thing. So I'd say that's the biggest stumbling block is if you don't have the distribution when you're creating a video, unless you have an outlet for it to be put up on or a place for it to be viewed that's prominent, then there's a pushback on the video, unless the person that's signing up just wants to have a video for their website, like you said. But what is a good way to get past that objection? Because that's an objection, right? What's a good way to get past that objection with the sponsor?
Okay. Don't use the word sponsor.
Okay.
You're not asking them to sponsor your show. You're letting know, I'm launching my show, and this is my marketing plan. You got to keep in mind that a brand new TV show, a concept that they haven't shot a single video, not a single minute of it. They have a plan put together as to what the show is about and where it's going to be, and then they get sponsors for it. Okay, they get investors for the show before a single minute is shot. So you're not going after sponsors, you're going after people who are going to be investing in the show, and you're going to be marketing together. Okay?
I got it. So investors that are interested in marketing together. Right? That's basically what we should be presenting to prospects is it's a chance to get out there and co-market together.
Yeah, that's it. That's exactly what you're doing. You basically are saying, again, go back here. I'm going to actually go find that slide. That's going to make it easier here. Hold on a second. Where is that slide?
Yeah, that makes sense.
Yeah, you don't approach them to be a sponsor. You are not asking for sponsors. If you tell somebody, I want you to sponsor my show, yeah, they're going to ask you what the distribution is. If somebody said, why don't you sponsor my show, Barbara, what are you going to ask them?
Yeah, same thing. It's like, well, what's the distribution? How many people are going to see it? Why should I sponsor you?
Exactly. So, yeah. So you're not asking for sponsors, but like I'm telling you now, that which some of you are, or actually all of you are already part of this. I'm getting ready to create the videos to promote the program, the Access to Expert show, and I'm going to be interviewing you guys. You're going to be in my show. I'm going to be marketing Access to Experts, and you're part of it. I'm getting ready to do this in next week or so. So this is being done right now. Did I ask you to sponsor my show?
No.
No. Did I ask you to chip in and co-produce and market together?
No.
Yes.
I'm confused. I got dogs.
Yes.
Oh, yes. So co-market with you on your show and put out as much marketing as collaboratively as we all can, and then it'll be hitting a lot of different markets. That's great.
Yeah. So basically, let me go back on the camera here. So basically is that, okay, Barbara, one of the segments that I'm actually going to be producing, it's all about how to take your knowledge and monetize your knowledge. Okay, so when I want to interview you on my show, because I know you're certified coaches, so there are all kinds of different kinds of coaches. I want to interview you on my show, and then I'm going to be interviewing let's see, Charles, on how to make sure you're monetizing your show, the importance of managing your finances so you're not mixing your business finances with your personal finances. And then I'm going to be doing a demonstration on how all of this works. So Barbara, would you like to be in that segment? Because I'm going to be marketing the heck out of it. And so it's going to cost me, let's say, $3,000 for the Facebook ads and the Hulu ads. So we're all going to chip in, and I'm going to be using you as a commercial to market that particular show.
Yeah, I'm in.
That's what I'm talking about. Okay.
Okay.
So now here I'm going to go full screen. This is the part where you want to pay attention to. When approaching your co-op marketing partners. Now this is after you have identified the industry and the people you want to interview. You have identified they're the right ones, and it's the whole bit. They're the investors. And okay. So far so good? Following me?
Yes.
Okay.
Yes.
All right, so you have all your information in place. This is the information you're going to approach them with. Here's what I'm doing. I just said, Barbara, I'm going to be doing a TV show on how to take your expertise and monetize it. Can I have you as a guest expert? Would you like to be a guest expert on my show? And then, here's what I'm doing, and here's who I'm marketing to. This show is going to be going out to, a whole bunch of people who, authors, who would like to be certified coaches. That's who I'm going to be putting together a campaign for that. And this is where I'm going to be marketing. I'm going to be doing Facebook ads. I'm going to be doing LinkedIn ads, and I'm going to be, doing other, different kinds of marketing with my affiliate partners, and I'm expecting to get at least 500 solid pre-qualified leads, for this show, at least a month, okay? Because I'm going to be doing ongoing marketing, or 1,000 of them, let's say. And they really need your help. Okay, they really need your help to be successful, because being a certified coach is really, it brings in the big bucks, it gives them credibility. So, do you want to market together? Do you want to chip in and co-create this and market together so I can send people to you?
Got it. Yes, absolutely.
Okay, this is where you need to have your numbers together.
Right.
That same information will apply to Charles, will apply to Aziza, will apply to Nabi. Once you know your numbers, you know who you're marketing to. It's the same message that goes to everybody that you sit down with, because you have done your homework in advance, because you know this particular person will bring in value, they're going to be great, their information is great, this is somebody you want to work with, this is somebody you want to market with. You're putting your name, you're edifying this person on your show. So you need to do your homework in advance. So when you approach them with your homework done, then they're going to say yes. And this is kind of the same information as, of course, there's a lot more. They're doing a lot of crunching of the numbers. But the 4 points that I put in there, these are the key information that you need to be able to get people to say yes to you. And this is the key information that any TV producer is going to have in there. This is what the show is. This is who the audience is. And this is how we're going to be marketing. And this is how many leads we're going to be getting. This is how much money we're going to be making. This is how much it's going to cost. This is the information that goes into any kind of business plan, whether it's a TV show or any kind of business, to get investors.
All right. Thank you.
You're welcome. Okay, so let's see. Who is next? Charles? Okay. Hold on. There we go. Go for it. There you are.
Yeah, so I started to put the list together. So as you recommended, part of the list, I started to list out the resources that I can that they have access to or available. So let's say somebody that I do a crop marketing with, some of them might already have a big list, or because they're well known. So that is one of their whatever asset or resource that we can co-opt together, right?
Yes. Okay, here. When you are choosing your people to approach, the reason you want to pick the industry first, like Charles, in your case, give me an example of one that you want to actually, an industry, somebody that you're thinking about asking.
Okay, so for example, one of my associates, John Chow, for example, he owned a blog that helped people with making money. I think he have over 100,000 subscribers, for example. So bring him on, and because my TV show, I focus on the 3 areas of making, keeping, growing the money. So I bring him on, and we talk about how you can make more money and what are the opportunities out there making online, for example. Bringing him in, interviewing him, I have access to his 100,000 plus viewer and stuff.
Okay, so in his case, it's about online marketing, and he has a huge following.
Yes.
So because you know him, you can actually approach him. He will do it for you. But if you don't really know him well, if you approached him, he would not be promoting the show to his huge list, because he doesn't know how good your show is. He doesn't know how good your information is.
Mm-hmm.
But so does he know you? That's the first question. Are they willing to risk? In this case, it's like I said, follow your money. Okay, follow your money. This is that. Who are you spending money with? Your mentors, people that are working with you, because they have a really good idea who you are, how you're working. So they will invest in you. You have invested in them, but they're the ones who are supporting you. They're going to make sure you're successful. So people that you're working with. The other is, who is spending money with you? Okay, these are people that I know you're working with, a lot of people that have expertise in other areas, and they need your expertise in how to manage their finances. So you have a lot of powerful people who are your clients. And again, because they know you, they trust you, that's a credibility builder. Now, in this case, we know when you're first approaching somebody, the first round, okay, let me explain it a different way. When you identify people, so in this case, it's somebody on how to promote online, how to market online. So besides John, you know some other people who are internet marketers. Now you want to take a look at, do they have a huge list? Do they have credibility? Some of them are going to be, you know, the name is going to be bigger, and some of them, the name is going to be, you know, not as well known. So if the list number, if the list that they have is the same, take a look at their name. Who has the bigger name? And who knows you best? You want to actually categorize them. Then if you have somebody who maybe has a small list and they're not really well known, but you believe in them, it would not serve you to have them on your show in the beginning, because you don't really have the audience to do them any good, and they don't have the followers to do you any good. So somebody like that, you want to put them off for like 6 months until you build your audience. And when you're first starting your show, people will, you know, as soon as you say, I'm looking for people, you know, to interview, everybody's going to say yes. You know, they're going to send in their information. And it's your job to make sure you're choosing properly. In the beginning, you need help to go big. So you want to choose people who know you, who trust you, who will support you, that have the biggest name and the biggest following that you can get. Now, there are also going to be some people out there who you want to approach who have a big name, who have a big following, but don't really know you that well. They maybe they're just an acquaintance, or maybe they're not the investors, and you know they're the ones who are actually looking for the results. With somebody like that, you want to approach them, schedule them maybe 6 months out, and say, hey, look, you know, I'm doing the show. I'd love to have you on, and you know, can I get in touch with you in a few months? Because the way I'm building, what I'm doing is I got a big plan. I'm going to be having so many viewers, whatever your plan is, and book them a few months out. Because if you bring somebody on who's interested in the end results as opposed to interested in you, they're going to get pissed off. They're going to be disappointed, and you're going to miss an opportunity for them to actually promote you. And why do that? It's not going to help either one of you. It has to be a win-win all around. So when you're inviting people, make sure that you're thinking of a win-win all around. It's not, let me just get whoever I can get. It needs to be very strategic. You have to go for the long haul. And, you know, I have to say, I've been, you know, maybe don't go as slow as I have. I waited way too long to launch the TV show and do some of the things that, you know, and so learn from some of my mistakes, but, you know, move as fast as you can without tripping over. That's what I, you know, that's the best way to describe it.
Okay.
Anything else? Any other question?
No, I mean, that's pretty much it. I mean, from what I'm hearing what you're saying, not only, you know, from the list, categorize the people and actually prioritize in which order or for, you know, which stage of your production in your show. So, so strategically really prioritize and pick out the right people for the right, whatever the stage that you're in as far as building and producing and promoting your show.
Yes. Yes. Okay, cool. All right, so let's see. Aziza, you are here. Let me go here. Yeah, you are. Yeah, I want to give you a chance to kind of hear some of the other things since you came in late. So I hope you got enough information. So you're muted.
Hello, Happy New Year, everyone. So
Happy New Year.
Happy New Year. So what I have been going through, and it's really exciting. First of all, I really want to acknowledge Anne for like consistently coaching me and, you know, getting me into what I have been defining as focused marketing, to really keep on going into this momentum of who I should be approaching on some aspects of the way that I'm doing my show. So, you know, I've come up with a name, but I'm going to keep the name very, very secretive for the moment, or rather as a surprise, because it's really exciting that the show is like, I've got my 20-minute segment up very nicely. documented right now. And today's conversation actually triggered me because I have been on the YouTube channels and really working on a few different channels, and they have always been like free advertisements or rather free interviews that have been done. So like so many of them, probably hundreds of videos have been out there on this kind of interviews. So today I learned what I have been doing that is right and what else I can improve. So for example, when I talked about, you know, there is this entrepreneurship Rumble. If you go and Google Entrepreneurs Rumble, that is actually one of my brainchild together with one of our India partners, that we got entrepreneurs to be interviewed and we charged them to go on this Rumble channel, which is about interviewing. But I told them that there needs to be better structure so that we can add more value. So now you've just redefining, you know, teaching me to take the next stage to that. And one of the testimony I love to give is, upon knowing about this TV show through Anne, I actually tested my own way of doing product demonstration, and I actually got sponsorship. So I have to say that it works. Really, it works in getting product testimonies. And what I sold them at that moment was just together with my own travel. So I actually got my travel sponsored because of that product demonstration that I was willing to do for them when I went to US. And so my US trip was sponsored because I brought their products with me and I shared it with people there. And that really took it off to the next level. And I included some consultation for them. So they're really happy clients right now, and I'm working with them at the next stage. So these people are actually going to be part of my show as well. So that's really, really exciting. I just want to acknowledge that for Anne's support in consistently looking to it. So the other thing that came to be very strong, and yesterday I kind of concluded the deal, I would say, with one of the marketing channel, which is a very powerful women entrepreneurship network. I offered them 3 minutes video for their members when they come in interviews, right? So their members will be offered 3 minutes of interviews with me that will be uploaded, which is really quite easy for me because I've been doing it so long. So they've accepted my offer, and because I've offered to interview their members and help them to be uploaded onto their website, they're going to give me access to market my own video marketing programs to them. So it'd be like an upsell that I can offer to their members. So it's now you've given me another opportunity to think about who else I can offer it to. So I'm actually quickly listing down all these different marketing networks, like what you mentioned just now, those that I know and they know me and they know that I'm this crazy woman in Asia putting all these interviews together with people, but they also know that I do really well on camera with interviews and really bring out the best of the entrepreneurs. So right now I'm also thinking, based on today's segment that you have covered, who else don't really know me but know me for who I am, what I do, that would allow me to work with their network and also offer them this opportunity to be on our entrepreneur shows. So I think that's going to be really exciting. So I don't really have any questions per se, but I think you've opened my mind. Like right now, I'm like very quickly writing down who are the networks I need to work with. So I'm really, really grateful, and I'm really excited to have you in Asia. And it's like everybody's like, Anne's coming. So much for that.
Yeah. Thank you. No, I'm excited to be coming there, and I love what you're doing. So one of the things I love about you is like you take action. You know, as soon as I may give you a suggestion, you take action, and this is where things happen. So one of the things that I do want to share with you, since you're in touch with all of them, and all of you, by the way, this is something I'm also going to be doing. So in-kind sponsorship works both ways. So if you approach an organization and say, look, I want to be one of your sponsors, show me your sponsorship package. This is something I'm going to be doing, by the way, you know, some key organizations and associations. What are the sponsorship packages you have? And they have like 1,000, 5,000, 10,000, whatever. So they'll show you what they have. And it's like, okay, so what if I come in and do a full production? What if I will just go ahead and interview you and your key people, or talk about the event, create the whole, I'll come and do a red carpet interview, whatever. Just, decide what you want to do. And rather than pay you, why don't I just do this? So in-kind sponsorship, you can be a sponsor of the event. So your name is there, it's released to all the members, and you know, you do a good job. Remember, you guys have very powerful at your fingertips. A TV show is very powerful. People want to be on it. And what we're teaching you, how to be a reporter, how to be a journalist, you can actually be doing commentaries about their products and services and the event itself. There's all kinds of things you can do, all the stuff you're learning here. And especially if you come to the 2-day intensives. That's part of the reason why I'm actually taking 2-day intensives on the road, because now we've taken it to the next level. We're actually training reporters, we're training commentators and a journalist. So, you know, now we have like international, you know, audience, international students right now. So that's part of the reason why I'm going, because you can only learn so much online when, you know, during a 2-day intensive. This is actually, we've been working on this for a while, massaging it. Went from 3-day intensives to actually 2-day intensives, really clearly focused on, you know, how to show up, how to do interviews, and the different roles to play. So you can actually take this. You can go, if they're having a special event, offer to do their red carpet interviews. You know, the banner, you know, the step and repeat, that's what it's called, the banner with the names of the different companies. The step and repeat costs only a couple of $100. You can actually get their sponsors to pay you to do the banner. The company will pay you. Or if you have to pay for it yourself, it's only a couple $100, but you have the banner up with your logo on it, and you're interviewing all these VIPs that are coming in. It's value added all around. It will give you some great content for your show. It makes it very exciting. You're taking it on the road. I'm going to be doing all kinds of interviews while on the road. You know, so mastermind sessions and all kinds of cool things like that. So you guys open your minds. You have something really, really, really powerful, and do this now. And if you haven't nailed down for when you're going to start the broadcasting of your show, I hope you do now, because I'm starting right after next week. Next week, we're going to be wrapping up Module 11, Module 12. Right after that, I'm going to be doing my 3-part training on, you know, get ready, how I'm getting ready, how I'm deciding what to do with access to experts. And I'm going to be doing the production of, you know, the show. And then afterwards, it's going to be, you know, how am I monetizing, different approaches, what am I doing? And I'm going to be sharing some of the strategies that I'm doing here. I'm going to be pre-recording a lot of this training. In one day, I'll sit down and do a pre-recorded version of all of this. So if you guys are ready to commit to a production day, don't just commit. Whatever that looks like, whether it's just going to doing interviews, whether it's being a commentator, whether it's doing a full-on TV show, whatever it is, commit to launching your TV show. I will do an interview with you. I will put you in my show. I will be promoting it. So this is it. You can do it. Look at the results Aziza is getting. And she hasn't even launched her show yet, but she has the plan where she's talking with them about it, and it's clear, concise, and she's in motion. You know, things happen really fast once you commit. What does it say? Once you commit, the universe conspires to support you. Yeah. So congratulations, Aziza. Way to go. I'm so happy for you. Yeah. Okay. So anybody else? Any questions? Anything? We have a bit of time. No more comments or questions? Oh boy, look at you guys. Yes, Aziza. Okay, hold on. Let me go. Yes, Aziza, you're on.
You mentioned that with Barbara that you know, when we are kind of speaking with people and we don't promise them any like impression because they're going to co-op market with us, is it out of context if we share with them the kind of Facebook impressions we get, or is that valuable information? Because sometimes I see that they may not be that accurate. So is it like overselling if we tell them that we have Facebook imprints or shares and views and stuff like that? Does that add value? Is it accurate information?
Yes, definitely. Anything that you have is of value. So if you have a network of, I don't know, one of you or some people you're working with, you're gonna have your video on there. It's like they have 100,000 followers. Yeah, you talk about that. Anything that you have, that's an asset. You talk about it.
So I say, because I have a huge Indian community I've created, like business people from India over the last 5 years. So I have like community groups that I've created. And then there's groups that I'm part of that I will be sharing with. And then there is my other networks that I work with, like my International Business Federation and BNI and all of that. So does that all be part of this thing?
Yes. Okay. Yes. You want to. You want to, by the way, you want to approach all of those networks and start with them. Interview the leaders of those groups, bring them right into it, because they're going to be promoting you throughout, and all of a sudden you're going to have a huge following for your show. Then you approach the other ones. You start with what you have.
Okay, got it. Thank you.
Yeah, we'll put together a more solid plan for you with that. Well, you and I are meeting after this anyway, so let's see. Actually, I'm going to go full screen. So those of you who have not, Charles, you and I are going to be talking later this week. Barbara, you and I need to, I think, finish, putting together your blueprint for the show and set some dates and things, because you have everything there. I mean, you have the most amazing connections. You have the experience. You have the program. You have everything to go big with this. You have it. Yeah. So we'll set a date for you. And Nabi, you're in major motion, and so I think maybe a commitment day is a good idea for you as well. So let's set a time for you, to talk about the plan of your show. I know you have a lot going on, but let's set something up so at least we have a plan in place, whether it's end of January, end of February, or whenever it is. Let's set something in place. Okay. So if there are no other questions, I guess we can wrap it up. Let's see. Okay, Mr. Comedian, I tell you. Okay. All right, everyone. I'm Ann DeVere, and this has been another episode of Turn Your Show into Cash. And today was all about the Co-op Collaborative, and this was the Q&A laser coaching segment right here, right now. So next week we're going to be talking about multi-channel publicity and just getting the word out there about your show and moving on. And okay, thanks for joining us. We'll see you same place next week. Okay, bye-bye.